Hello, everybody. Hello. This is your boy, Luke the Vacuum Saver, tuning back in for another video. How has it been? I've missed you all. Hello, how's things going? How's things? It's been a while since I filmed the vacuum video. Now, earlier today, I did film a Hummin' Blues edition of Vacuum Save. That was episode 60 already, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what do you say we film another one? Yes. My phone has the power, and so do I. I'm all hyped up, so let's go ahead and do it again. So, that episode featured this Hoover Elite and this Power Force Compact 2112. Both great vacuums. So are these. And I actually saved these myself from off the side of the road, and one of these came from the back of a store that nobody wanted it anymore. And I got it somehow. So, yes, and one of these actually came from my friend, of my mom's actually, and this will be a redo of that vacuum since it wasn't functioning properly. Yeah, but now it is, and just forget that video even happened. Yeah, so fresh new start. Oh wait a second, I'm getting these two confused. The bin hers was purple. This one's white. My bad. I'm sorry, folks. Take that back. So, I found that one off the side of the road, the shark. And then I found this one in the back of a store. My Dirt Devil Reaction D2. Now, if this is your first video with me, this is Luke the Vacuum Saver. I clean out vacuum cleaners for people in need without expecting a dime back for anything that I do. And keep in mind that a lot of heart and soul goes into every machine that I save, so appreciate the effort that went in when I demonstrate the story times today for these vacuums. I greatly appreciate all the love that you've shown the channel, and it's gone great so far. We are really making a name for ourselves, so what do you say we go ahead and have a wonderful time together today? So we're going to go ahead and get started with this awesome stuff. So let's go ahead and by the way, just look at how beautiful these are. This will be episode 61, and I'm going to name this the Shining Stars Comeback Edition of Vacuum Saved. Because look at how shiny these vacuums are. They're ready to rumble. So, well, guess what? So am I. Let's do it. So let's go ahead and begin with the big beast staring us on the left-hand side. Oh my goodness, he looks so scary. I'm kidding, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Dirt Devil Reaction D2. And as you guys can see, it turned out beautiful. Dirt Devil Reaction D2. And by the way, most vacuum savers that I know out there, like Intelitech Studios and other vacuum savers, probably that Vacuum Geek, I'm not sure if he has one of these, but I'm pretty sure that most every vacuum saver and collector out there that has lost their mind over the past couple years and collected so many vacuums has one of these. And by the way, and probably has all of these, especially these couple models right here. This is my restored Dyson DC-25. Happy holidays to you. You're my little garage buddy now, and this has done very well for me these past couple years that I've had it now. I've restored that a while ago, and now it's here forever with me. And that Eureka the Boss Superlight is also here forever. But how about the Hot Topics over here? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about the earlier that this was going to be a redo of one of the vacuums. I completely mistaken on that. I'm sorry, I take that back. This is a newer one that we haven't seen for a while. So this is a Shark Navigator. Actually, we saw one of these in a much earlier episode, but now it's back. So let's give this one a very warm welcome. I found this on the side of my road, on the side of the road next to my house, like down the street from it, and here it is today, all cleaned out and ready to rumble for you. You can even see the brush roll in there. And I was curious as to why people were throwing these out, but the answer is coming in story time. And this one too, just look at how beautiful they just turned out with each other here. I figured, well, here's the the plan was initially that I was going to film this Dirt Devil with that 2112 right there, and I was going to film that shark with the Hoover, since they were a little bit more easy to run, less complicated, and that one's just about as easy as it gets, the 2112. And please ignore my personal blower back there. I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah. What are you going to do when you don't have enough storage space in your house? You just got to put them with your vacuums. And I do use those blowers quite frequently, so it doesn't really bother me. So let's go ahead and have a great episode today, ladies and gentlemen. So on your left hand side is your Shark Navigator NV355E Professional. And my mother, Jo, has this exact vacuum now, so to my mom, we are officially twins. Now, I have this exact vacuum now, and it is in much better condition. Don't tell her I said that. But, yeah, there it is. It looks absolutely perfect. Just like ours did when it came out of the box on the day we got it. So... But these little vacuums are warriors. I love them, and so with the Dyson. I'm more of a Dyson fan. Hello, 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 and I'm also a big fan of the Hoovers and Bissells. I'm not crazy for the Sharks, but I've always gone nuts when I've got a Dirt Devil. So, and now we're staring one in the face. So why don't we go ahead and begin? I think I'm actually going to start off on the right foot. With God's green light, here we go. So let's go ahead and we'll start on the right-hand side today with the Shark Navigator NV355E. Well, look who's looking all sharp and handsome up and ready to go. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is my Shark Navigator. NV355E Professional. Just take a look at how beautiful this thing turned out. Now, my friend Kim Diarco had a Shark Navigator a while ago that I showed on one of my episodes. That one wasn't functioning as good as it could have. There was a jam in the brush roll. But this is a completely different animal. This was unreal. But this was filled with dirt to the max, actually. The dirt, I'm not kidding, ladies and gentlemen, it was the whole way up to here with dirt. When I picked this thing up, it was gross when I got this. And my parents didn't even know I bought it because I got it when they were out one night. So this is the first time that they're seeing this. So I'm very, very, very excited to show this off to you, ladies and gentlemen. And if my parents watch this, well, this will be the time that you reveal that your son has another vacuum. So, but it's for the good of people, and vacuums have been my happiness source and therapy for the past, I don't know, maybe 9-10 years of my life now. I've just found peace with running vacuums and cleaning them out and giving them back to people in need for free. And I've loved vacuums ever since I've been little. Well, what little kid didn't? That's the first thing we all knew how to run. So, yeah, kudos. And now I am actually taking it a step further and doing this for people that I love so dearly, which is every single community member that's ever gotten one of my vacuums. So, this is my Shark Navigator. This was found on Donahue Road right next to my house here. And, take a look at how beautiful that metal base plate is. And I'm thinking to myself, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I've gotten like 16 or 20 of these Sharks in the past 2 years, actually, which is quite shocking, actually, that I've received that many Sharks in the past couple years. And this one is by far my favorite, by the way. How about that, Shark? I love you just as much as you love me fixing you. So, anywho, this is my favorite Shark out of the Sharks that I've gotten over the years. And I'm thinking, well, I actually take that back. An NV60 was my top dog favorite Shark because it was pumpkin orange. But I really like this white and gray. It looks really sleek. That's why it's my current favorite vacuum in my collection, besides the Bissell 2112. This takes second place overall and the Bissell, the Dyson, and the Dirt Devil, and the Hoover take first. So, why exactly do people keep throwing their sharks away? And that is all because of the belt situation and how hard it is to maintain these vacuums if you don't know what you're doing. So let me explain. So right here, if we look at this, by the way, with that beautiful brush roll, oh my goodness, I can't stop staring at it myself, and I'm the one holding the phone for all of you guys. So let's see, swipe that off a bit, perfect. So there it is. But by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the problem with these vacuums is, well, by the way, there's your brush roll indicator, and so the plate has to go on perfectly, and I figured out that my one friend's was not on perfectly, and that's why the brush roll wasn't spinning properly in the video. It was going really, really, really slow, but we got through it. So, yeah. But here is the belt right here where the motor is and stuff. And the problem with these sharks is most Dirt Devils and Hoovers and Bissells and stuff have normal Phillips head screw adapters and stuff. These have star bit with tits cut type of screws, meaning it's a star bit, so you have to go get a special drill set or a screwdriver set just to have one of these vacuums. So it was very frustrating, but Shark resolved that with a simple push button design with the much newer models that I really do appreciate and like, by the way. And some of them still have the star bit attachments, such as this one, the NV60, NV501 Shark Rotator. Yeah, all of those have the star bit design. So you have to have star bits if you want to have a Shark. So this is by far one of the best vacuums that I've ever had. This is an NV355E, and the 356E is exactly identical to this one, but a little much smaller tank. And it's cousins with the NV352, and my mom has 356, actually, which is a much smaller bin than this one, but it does the job. So I'm very happy with it, and I actually had the privilege of using it the other day ago when she needed help, so I was very happy to run that for her and was happy to do it. But now I don't need to be jealous anymore of when I'm gonna get to run the Shark next time, because I have my own right here. So I absolutely love this little guy, and it's really showing its power. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, please, for the love of God, I'm sorry about the yawn there, ladies and gentlemen, but please, for the love of God, clean out your filters every now and again. It could never hurt. So let's show you what went wrong with this vacuum here. So, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is why so many vacuums nowadays just lose suction power. And it's all because of this one little issue right here. Okay? Let's take this off. Look at how perfectly clean that filter is. Ladies and gentlemen, when I got this, it was disgusting. This thing was completely black. And I thought that somebody had put the wrong filter in it, right? So I take it out, and dust goes flying in my face everywhere, and I realized that it was just a dirty filter. And I'm like, wow. And then I actually scrubbed the filter clean with my little spot cleaner right there. Best $90 investment I ever made. And then, yeah, and then that's how I got that filter looking as you just saw, was by my own labor of love and stuff for all of these vacuums. And ever since I've had that little green, every vacuum has received a wonderful checkup with a brand new rug scrubbed filter going out with the vacuum every time I donate one. So that's been the best investment that I made about a year and a half ago. Bought that brand new, and I'm using it to this day, actually, because it's that good. So let's go ahead and show you the Dirt Devil Reaction D2, but this is the Shark Navigator, and it's ready to rumble for you guys today. And as you guys can see, it just turned out fantastic, just like all of you watching this video. So Thank you, thank you. So that is the shark. Now, let's go ahead and get to the big monster that's been waiting his turn ever so patiently over here. Okay. I'm sorry about my nose today, ladies and gentlemen, but it is really cold up in this garage. And with the space heater and gloves, oh. So, anyhow, but we're going to man through this because I love all of you. So, welcome to part 2 of story time for episode 61, the Saved Stars edition of Vacuum Saved. That will be its name, the Saved Stars edition of Vacuum Saved. And, by the way, this is my Dirt Devil Reaction D2. And like I mentioned before, this was a very high demand vacuum nowadays, and it was in the past, and that's because of its twin chamber design. You'll see this with the Hoover Wind Tunnel Twin Chamber 2, because the thing is that this, just like the Hoover Wind Tunnel Twin Chamber did, it, hence the name, it has 2 chambers. So it looks absolutely beautiful, as you guys can see here. Now, this filter was a pain in the rear end to deal with, so I'm sorry if it's not as cleanliness as it could be, but I tried my best with this. That's all that matters. So, and by the way, look at how beautiful this brush roll dome turned out down there. It looks absolutely fantastic, just like this vacuum does. And I absolutely love the lipstick red color that this thing just shines when it's out here in this nice light. It's beautiful, and the light actually does work on this. This has a 5 height adjustment knob here. Right now it's set on bare floor, but if you turn it like this, that's how you adjust your vacuum. If you didn't know that before, that's how it's done. Just because it's in that position doesn't mean it's in that position forever. You can just switch the knob to whichever mode you would like for your carpet to be cleaned. If you have thicker plush carpets like I plan to in my own home one day, you can switch it the whole way up to high pile, but for ideal cleaning, what you want to do is have it in adjustment number 2 or adjustment number 3. Well, number 3 is for a typical average house carpet. So, but since I have a skinnier rug here, like paper thin, I'm going to put it on adjustment 2, so that way it's ready for the test. And by the way, the thing I love about the simplicity of some of these vacuums is their automatic adjusting, like that Navigator liftaway right there, my NV355E. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, stumbling over words there. But that Bissell Power Force Compact is also the automatic adjusting, but this is the manual, and I actually much rather prefer it because I can physically adjust where my vacuum is on the carpet, so it doesn't completely ruin my carpet fibers and stuff. So it's really nice that you can do that, and it's especially nice if you have a bigger mess and stuff. Now, the much newer model Sharks came out with the Vertex and Apex and stuff like that, has Duo Clean, which solved the problem of snow plowing with one of these. So, yeah, the snow plowing was a big problem back in the days, especially with the Dyson and the Bissell there. But this had no such problem because of the height adjustment. So, and by the way, if we turn the vacuum around here, everything is just stowed neatly back here. So if I just push the handle release, down it comes, and looking all nice and ready for the test today. Put this back up, and there we have it. So the power switch is right here where my foot is pointing to. So just push that down once and it's on. Push it again and it's off. So this turned out absolutely amazing, and I didn't think it would be as good as it did since it was in such rough condition when I got it. And this was the vacuum that I was talking about in episode 60 that I got with my Hoover Elite 350. Both of those were in the back that nobody wanted them. And they're really dirty and stuff, and they were, God forbid. And you know what I did with them? Made a miracle. So, and just like Daya's song, Don't Let Me Down, I definitely did not let these vacuums down, did I? Especially in episode 60. So, I'm definitely ready for a wonderful test run with all of you today. And I think it's time for a test run. By the way, this one I actually really, really, really like. And hopefully one of these days before my winter break ends from college. By the way, I am a second year communications major at IUP. Any of my friends up there, just drop a comment and a like and subscribe and say hello. I miss you all dearly as much as you miss me. So let's go ahead and get that back into the upright position. This turned out great, as you guys can see. I love that shining glow effect that it gives you when it's out in the light here. It's beautiful. Now, this scuff guard that you notice on the vacuum, you might be wondering, well, what is that? And that is a feature that most vacuums have nowadays, and that's all in the Hoover Elite 350 has one. I'm not timestamps. I'm not going to show you, but okay, I guess I could show you real fast. This is the scuff guard on it. That little white piece of rubber going around the base is a scuff guard, and this one is much thicker, and I like it a lot more, and that's because it's much thicker, and it actually prevents the vacuum from bumping up against the wall. Actually, but if you physically turn it this way, and so let's say if you're going up against the wall, right here's your wall, boom, right there goes that scuff guard is going to protect you from hitting this part in the red. Now, if you physically turn it, this has edge cleaning. So what you do is just release the handle, and then if you push it that way against the wall, then that scuff guard is going to help you from banging it into the wall on the side too. So that's it's a very big plus. And the big thing is this vacuum fills up very quickly, but it knows to go over to the other tank. So it's very smart, and it's a quite technologically advanced vacuum, so to speak, and I'm very happy to own one. So what do you say we go ahead and give these two a test run? And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, it is very cold in this garage up here, and this weather is not my friend. So let's go ahead and begin today's tests. I think we're going to start with the Shark Navigator today. We're going to start on the right hand side today, and we're going to do the Shark Navigator. Let's have a great time. Here we go. Okay, so let's unwrap the cord here. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, during the test time, I turn each vacuum on for about 2 to 3 seconds to just show you how good the vacuum sounds. And that's like an appreciation to what the vacuum has gone through to sound like that again. So I think it's a very necessary thing that I turn the vacuum on for a little bit, and just so that you guys can hear how it sounds. So let's get this guy unwound here. See, one more loop and that'll do me. So let's walk her on over here. Plug her in. Night heater. I'll plug you right back in a minute. But so let's go ahead and run our Shark. Our brand new one, ladies and gentlemen. Right down the road from my house. Completely redid it. So as you guys can see, this puppy is hot. This thing is ready to go. So how about that? What do you say we go ahead and turn her on and show you how she sounds? Okay, so here we go with the Shark Navigator NV355E Professional in 3, 2, 1. Boy, that sounds like ASMR. That is nice. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? That's almost perfect. So what do you say we go ahead and give you a test run, little fella? NV355E Professional Shark Navigator. As you guys can see, it's ready to rumble here. So let's go ahead and test its power here in 3, 2, 1. And there goes your indicator light. I don't think I've heard a vacuum sound that nice for a while. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? As you guys can see, that set the bar pretty high. We have nice carpet lines there now. Well, what else do you expect of a refurbished Shark? That's how they are out of the box. So, let's go ahead and wrap him up, and we'll go ahead and do the Dirt Devil. And the Dirt Devil's a beast. I gotta warn you guys. But so is the Shark. Boy, it really stood up for itself. It's a professional. It's standing up for itself. So that's nice. And it clearly showed that there. Okay, that's good enough. I'll readjust that clip in a second. But, so let's go ahead and get you out of here. Alright. Plug her in. And let's have a good old time with the Dirt Devil today. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've never seen a Reaction D2 on this channel before. So I'm very excited to be showing it off. This does have a 12 amp motor, so it is quite loud, but in the best way possible. So let's go ahead and plug her in. Okay. Let's plug her on in, and here it comes. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you the sound of it first. So here comes the Dirt Devil Reaction D2 test fire in 3, 2, 1. Now that's one thing I love about the Dirt Devil, ladies and gentlemen, is it just starts grabbing stuff around the carpet there. So let's go ahead and let him loose on the carpet here and see what we can pull out. Because I will be shocked if it finds anything besides that Bissell. Because that did amazing. So let's go ahead. Hey Dirt Devil, what do you say? How about that, ladies and gentlemen? It did a wonderful job there on its respective section. So let's go ahead and wrap him up, and I'll give some final thoughts for you today. Thank you for watching this little vacuum save documentary with me. It's been a wonderful time with you all here, and I think the vacuums speak for themselves. So let's wrap this guy up, and I'll give some final thoughts for you guys. As you guys can see, that did really, really, really nice there, actually. And by the way, this does tell you on the back what kind of belt it needs, so that's really nice. So when you go to the store, you know what you're looking for. So its belt style is 5, and its filter type is F13. Okay, so final thoughts on these two, just a second. So final thoughts for these two, as you guys saw, they did a nice job on their respective sections. I can't believe what a little bit of power of loving care can do for a vacuum. And this has been Luke the Vacuum Saver, tuning back in for another video. And I hope to see you guys next year. Actually, I think this might be the final one for the year here. So, but ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great year with you all saving vacuums. We've definitely made a substantial impact for our community and stuff, and I greatly appreciate all the support and love you guys give the channel. And keep commenting, guys. I love to see the comment section. So watch the videos and comment on every one if you can. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.